That's right. If you grind enough, all things will come. It is indeed going to take hundreds of runs, probably, to... Whoop, that's not what I'm trying to do. To get all the cards mastered. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me link that giveaway one more time. I'll also give a shout-out, by the way. The whole point we're doing the giveaway is to get people to subscribe to... Please subscribe to the Variety YouTube channel. Exclamation point, Variety. Wait, no, that's not it. Heck. What's the command for the new Variety YouTube I started? No! The cruelty. Plays, that's right. Baylord Plays. Excuse me. There it is. We're looking to get 4,000 subs on the Baylord Plays Variety channel, which is host to content for games like Griftlands and Cult of the Lamb and Hades and Monster Train, which again we're going to be playing more of later today. So if you're interested in seeing me play some of the other wonderful strategy, deck building, roguelites, etc. that's out there, then check out the Plays YouTube and help us get to 4,000 subs. Alright, what's Defect doing? I think Defect is starting with a transform too. That's how I'm feeling on this run. We need a little extra oomph to these runs, it seems. So let's turn 2 strikes into All for One and Sweeping Beam. A promising start. A card draw card and a return all 0-cost cards to your hand card, which gives us very good reason to add 0-cost to this Defects deck. But we're kind of weak in the short term. Also very happy to have Sweeping Beam going into Slime Boss as our Act 1 boss. So we're going to want to find things like Claw, like Beam Cell, Steam Barrier, anything like that. Don't think we want to go to a store, although removing another strike is somewhat appealing. Will we see me finish Disco Elysium on stream? Yes, although it will be played out in chunks kind of slowly, in past traditional fashion. Especially when it comes to games that are a bit slower paced or have a more niche audience. Playing it all at once really just doesn't make much sense for the channel. But yes, we'll be playing more Disco Elysium, and it will all make its way to YouTube as well eventually. Flip Blap. Okay, good potion out of the first combat. And one of my favorite block cards, Equilibrium. We could also go double Sweeping Beam, but I think retaining our hand is actually huge for a deck with a All for One in it. We want to either be able to retain the All for One so as to be able to actually return the 0-cost cards, or return the 0-cost cards and then retain them for when they're actually going to be useful. There's a couple different ways for it to go, but regardless, being able to retain your cards for one turn, really, really strong. And I love the fact that it's attached to a very good block card. 17, huh? If I go dual cast Strike, how much damage is that? We do 28 plus 6 from the 2 lightning orbs, which is 34. This opponent has 36 health, so no, we have to defend 3 times. I think had I drawn Zap that turn, I could have killed. Eric, thanks for the 2 months, all for 1 and 1 for Claw. Yes, indeed. Xander Monkey, thanks for the 5 months, and the Venus, thanks for the 13 months. It's all about the timing, Twitch chat. All about the timing. I probably wanted to go Equilibrium Defend there. I guess I'll go Strike Defend. No, I take more than if I just EQ. Yeah, that was supposed to be EQ Defend, I think. Oh well. It's all good. Double Claw. Was Claw actually better than Chill? 2 is definitely better than Chill. To get the second Claw, you must first take the first one. That's right. And the donut. This Twitch chat is how you master the Claw. What about the Bottled Flame? Bottled all for one? How about, no. I could bottle Claw, but that's ridiculous. Don't bottle Claw. Alright, do I take an elite fight? It's an elite fight and then a rest site? Yes, I do. Let's go. It's a good fight for Power Potion. Exactly. Give me that. Make more claws. I demand it. Do this rather than playing this claw. Wakey, wakey. Wow, Creative AI did not make anything good yet. Actually kind of impressed with how bad that is. Alright, so be it. Oh, I should have played Ball Lightning over Zap there. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Thanks for the claw, kid. So, interestingly enough, the claws that are created by Hello World are not boosted by the previous claws that we've played, because this claw didn't exist when we played the previous claws. But it still boosts our real claws, and is itself now boosted by any other claw plays that we make. So that's nice. Scrubbed the weak one, didn't I? I did. Foolish. Pretty good fight overall. Get a ceramic fish, giving us 9 gold per claw we add. Could take a defrag to make our orbs better, but what orbs are we making better? Zap? That doesn't seem that important. I'm going to skip all these. And we're going to upgrade Zap so that it comes back with all for one. Could also consider upgrading the Sweeping Beam here. That's a pretty good upgrade. Actually, I like that upgrade a lot, now that I think about it. Let's upgrade Sweeping Beam. Upgrading Zap would also make the defrag more valuable. That's true. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. I might use the Essence of Darkness here. This fight is really, really bad for us. Spooky. Essence of Darkness also just, like, super gets us through Slime Boss. Very tempting to use it for that purpose. I think we'll have to go this way, though, and rest at this fire. Because we're likely to lose about 20 health if I don't use a potion here. This is too valuable for Slime Boss. Yeah, so here's where I would have saved the health. 12 currently for having used the potion. As it stands, this looks pretty bad. Please cease your assault, sir. I beg of you. Let's see. So I've got 18 plus 7. 25. Alright, gotta take 3 more then. Yeah, about 20 damage. Maybe I should have used the potion, but I chose not to. Probably should have used it. I am, however, very happy with Steam Barrier, a zero-cost block that we can either retain or return to our hand with All for One. It's also going to make us rich. Is the Strength Pot better than a Dupe Pot? I think for Gremlinob or Sentries, yes it is. Yes it is. Yeah, we only had 20% chance to find that potion too, huh? Spooky. Oh. Salvation? Meat on the bone. If only I could use it before upgrading 2 random cards. What a stinky event. I could charge headlong into an elite right now. I don't think that's a good idea. With exactly 15 cards? Can't be Laga, that's right. I actually think we're pretty likely to beat that elite. And taking more combats, now that we have meat on the bone, taking a whole bunch of fights is actually a good idea. Okay. I'm in. I believe. I'm gonna refrain from playing this claw immediately. I want more information on where this lightning orb strikes. I might even play Zap over Strike here, though no, I think we should play Strike. Okay, we get Claw all for one. Perfect. Take a little bit here, but not much. Next turn looks great. Could have spread that a little better, though. Remember to count your cards, kids. That perfectly kills you, but I'd really like a chance to not die next turn. So it feels like we should do the damage to the front sentry so that we can kill it with an attack. This looks pretty tricky, actually. I think we need to play all this. So we do something like this? I don't know. Yeah, that was right. That worked. We made it. Excellent. Get a stone calendar. Even better for Slime Boss. Turbo's interesting. I like Turbo with Equilibrium. I like Turbo with All for One. Need more card draw, though. Might just want to skip for now. Corn Pop, thanks for 2 months. Been watching hours and hours of the stuff on YouTube. You're heckin' welcome. Let's skip it. Yeah, we had to spend a potion, but ultimately that trade worked out really well. And we should gain even more health here. Vulnerable next turn, huh? I think we'll be okay. Looks like a good draw. Yeah, that was lethal. With the cards we could see. And there's the third claw. Let's go. Well, Go for the Eyes is also pretty good, but there's no way you're going to convince me not to take claw number 3 with the All for One. Alright, now we're fighting Gremlinob. And honestly, this feels like a bad enough draw that I might want to use the Essence of Darkness here. so that I can dual cast a Dark Orb for 24 damage next turn. We unfortunately have exactly the wrong amount of health for this fight. 8 plus 24 damage from the Gremlin Ob's 2 attacks unblocked is 32. Yeah, I think we want that damage. Got Stone Keller now for the slime boss. Okay, and we guaranteed get all for one. Actually, I can do some math now. Now that we know the exact draws. This will do 7. 7 plus 10. Oh, geez. That's a huge amount of damage. Plus 9, 11, 13. That's 50. Actually, only 50. So I do have to play one of these cards this turn. I can play Steam Barrier and either Zap or Dual Cast to kill next turn. Sorry, Steam Barrier, Defend, Dual Cast. Unless I missed one in there, right? Yeah, there is no 15 Claw. There was no Claw for 15. I repeat, there is no Claw for 15. Meteor Strike, Self-Repair, Cold Snap. I like Self-Repair just fine. Meteor Strike really doesn't fit the bill. Or a Cold Snap to get a Frost Orb. Much rather have Cool-Headed. I think I'll happily take a Self-Repair. Self-Repair and Meat on the Bone work in tandem. There's cooperation there. Empty Potion Slot says, take another fight. Plus, Mawbank says, don't go to an event either. I want to stack up some cash for now. Fat stacks of fat cash. Claw. Another chance at defrag. There's also Force Field. Force Field all for one can be really fun together, but only if you have enough powers. Or Ball Lightning, and I don't think we want that. Still, I'm going to upgrade Zap here, so that it returns with all for one. Meat on the Bone is essentially the timing is simultaneous with other effects. So it works the way you want it to with pretty much any other healing source. In this fight, all we really have to do is survive until Stone Calendar goes off, and with more than 38 health, that's easy to do. But you can see that if we... maybe wanted to dual cast there. If we don't draw all for one along with the claws here, we don't do very much damage. And that's sad. I should go to 75 here. I should have not played the strike last turn. Very well. Guess we're going aggro here. All for one, save me. Please save me. Looks like we'll be okay. For some definitions of being okay. Oh yeah, we're good. Boop. Ooh. Electrodynamics, Fission, or Biased? Electro gives us some powerful area damage, which could be really helpful in Act 2. I like it with the upgraded Zap. Otherwise, this is kind of whatever. Yeah, let's take the Electro here. I think that was actually a pretty reasonable skip, too. And oof, it's definitely not Ectoplasm with Ceramic Fish Mawbank. It's probably not Busted Crown. because this deck does not beat the late game. So my guess would be this is a good opportunity to transform and upgrade 3 cards. Get rid of Strike, Strike, Dual Cast. Yes, you heard me, Dual Cast. Keep the defense for the moment. Turn them into 3 more claws. See what happens. Holy crap, Twitch chat. Those are some quality cards. Does not get much better than that. Upgraded Seek, upgraded Turbo, upgraded Echo form. Not that the upgrade on the Echo form matters much. I could go to 2 stores this act. Very reasonable because I'm loaded filthy rich. What am I going to do at 2 stores? Remove 2 defends? Yes. I'm kind of okay with that, actually. And then buy 2 relics, probably, as well. Is this a Burning Elite kind of act? It could be. We would need Bag of Preparation, I think. Why get rid of the dual cast? It's too often a useless draw on turn 1 is the big problem. Even if we could get it back. On turn 1, all it does is get rid of our Lightning Orb twice. When we'd rather be drawing damage or block cards. Yeah, we'll get a little bit less bank value for this, but I want to start spending some of this money. Please and thank you. Oh, we can echo the self-repair too. Good lord. Just give me Electro Claw, I guess. Get those lightning orbs in play. Let the zappening begin. So I think we go double zap, then all for one. Easy peasy. Upgraded Streamline. Could become a 0-cost card, but I think with 3 claws, we're not interested in taking Streamline. Charge Battery is a little bit more appealing. I'd love an upgraded block card. Any kind of upgraded block card, but this ain't it. If we really want to, we can upgrade our own Steam Barrier, I guess. It's not very inspiring, though. Oof. Nor is this turn 1. Always come back to that self-repair. Unless I echo Electro, in which case the fight will end. Guess I'll be echoing Equilibrium, so it doesn't. Very well. Wait, that's not going to hit enough times. Okay, mapped a little wrong there. Oh no, that's perfect. Good. Okay. Alright, we have a very high likelihood to draw the self-repair to be doubled next turn. Ooh. I needed fewer cards at hand. Didn't get there. Fair enough. Still one way to get there, though. No dice. Claw number 4. Welcome. Reprogram. Actually, pretty good, too, here. Strongly worth considering. Although, with the Electro, it's kind of bad. Who's our boss? If it's Champ, we should take it. It is Champ. Okay. Although, claws will be champ anyway, right? Give me another claw. How many claws is too many? Good question. Is there such a thing? Yes, there is such a thing, by the way. Blapped him. Cool-headed could be upgraded to draw cards. I'll take it. It's also almost kind of a block card under the right circumstances. If I play Electro, this Fungi Beast will die next turn. That's not necessarily something I want, because it'll make us vulnerable when it does die. Right. Yikes. What a spooky turn. I'm going to suffer a lot of damage here. I'm glad we have Meat on the Bone and Self-Repair, because they're both going to activate. This is terrifying. Bummer. Guess you might as well get it over with then. Just take the 31. Ouch. Defend Electro's pretty good block. That would be 16. Do that. A claw. Alright, back to 52. That wasn't too bad. Boot Sequence could help with turn ones. Like it with Equilibrium. Makes us less likely to draw Seek or Echo Form on turn 1, though. I think I'll skip it for the moment. Recycle doesn't seem all that good either. We don't have that many cards to recycle. We can get down to the necessary cards without actually having to delete anything mid-combat. Ooh, Dolly's Mirror is here. Oh my. Double all for one? Pretty tempting. Second Equilibrium is also very tempting. Lieutenant Dan and his magic legs, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Go for the double zap or double Ascender's Bane here. Seek's a pretty no-brainer dupe, especially with the upgrade on it. Especially with the upgrade on it. But I would also just genuinely like another copy of All for One. Is the Hourglass worth considering? I don't think so. I'd much rather take Pocket Watch. Although often this deck wants to play as many cards as possible, being able to have extra bonus draw after a dead draw is very helpful. Chill's also half decent here. Yeah, Seek is the no-brainer dupe, though. Because then we can just Seek for all the claws and the All for One. Let's do that. But I truly hope we do find another copy of All for One. And we are going to another shop. We are. So I'm going to keep the rest of this money. Because there's many other good things that await us. many other good things. Seek for Seek. And... we don't have Equilibrium in our hand, no. Just go Echo Form, Equilibrium, Turbo. Oh, you're not attacking for 14? Yikes. It's the big number. Oh. So we use the All for One next turn. Don't play the Sweeping Beam because I don't want to draw one here. Alright, how's this turn gonna go? Get back a whole bunch of claws and such. Does that actually do me much good? Maybe if I use the Fear Potion it does. But I think the better answer is that I dupe the Self-Repair. Note that we don't get back the Zap of the last claw because there wasn't enough room in hand. I couldn't make any more with what we had there. Now I want to shuffle with the claws in my hand so that the next time we draw All for One, it's going to get back a bunch of zero-cost stuff again. And I even get to EQ there. It's half health for us. 34? I should have taken one more, huh? Well, we can set that up here. And by set it up, I mean it's happening whether I like it or not. Hooray. I'll take it. Peace Pipe. We can now remove cards at rest sites rather than upgrading. Ooh. That is good. We can get rid of every defend very quickly now, and I assure you we'll probably want to. If I'm interested in mastering it, we can get our second self-repair here, but I think we want to keep the deck smaller at the moment. Anything important to upgrade? Heck no, let's toke some cards. What about mastering defend? Not today. Twitch chat. Not today. Alright, Burning Elite, question mark. Still pretty capable. Get one less rest site, but that is one less removal. It's kind of a big deal, actually. But I do get more events, which are chances for the Coliseum event. Huh. Let's do the Burning Elite now. Open up our pathing options next act, although this is good reason not to do the Burning Elite right now. Spooky. Spooky, spooky. Do when all the slavers have too much health. What do you do? Just seek for more claws, I think. The Seeking Turbo is reasonable here, too. Hit me. Activate the meat. Easy. Alright, those nerds were absolutely clobbered despite their additional maximum health. We're not going to take any of that. Although second sweeping beam is vaguely a temptation because of our challenge, but only because of our challenge. How about an ice cream, allowing us to save unused energy? Ooh, I like that. And a card removal. Madness is also definitely a thing when you're doing all-for-one stuff. Fun fact. A madness to equilibrium seems particularly ridiculous. And Strange Spoon. Oh, I didn't even notice Strange Spoon. Cards that exhaust when played will instead discard half the time? Oh. Oh, and I have double seek all for one. Oh, let's do that. Sorry, Ice Cream, you are not it. Not compared to that. And I am taking this madness. Stop! I've got my blue key. Okay, we can do this trade. We should absolutely trade face here. We want all of the face relics to be mastered, so even if I get a bad one, as long as we win the run, it's a good thing. What do you get? The face of Cleric. At the end of combat, raise our max health by 1. Good. That is a good thing. I like that thing. Turbo. Yeah, Turbo Echo Form. That was a fun turn. Full health. Don't think this deck wants a capacitor, although we're getting pretty close to wanting one. Actually, all we would need is focus for this to become suddenly quite good. Take the Ancient Potion. That could be quite good against the heart. And let's take a late event here. The Knowing Skull offers us money in exchange for health. Up to several times. I'm pretty happy to lose some here. Gonna be rich, Twitch chat. Let's go 3. 3 clicks. Gold not found. Gold definitely not found. Oh, don't toke that. I want Equilibrium to be free for this fight. Let's force that to happen here. Spoon has not gone off one time, by the way. Hello? Basami, thanks for the 6 months of support. Seems a little strange to me. I'll do it this way. Now cool-headed. Nice, we got both equilibriums. Good, full block. Keep the claws in hand. This turn we get... Oh no! Do the double void, that's funny. I'm still retaining though, so it's fine. Just play all the claws this turn. And I guess this too. Claw! Claw, champ, is law. GG, nerd. I knew we should have duped the All for One, because there's our second Seek. I guess we could get double Electro. Third Seek's just fine, too. Or Core Surge to block a debuff of our choosing. In the future, Core Surge could make Bias Cognition suddenly a really good pickup. Or could let us pick a different potion. Let's go Core Surge here. Keep the Fear Potion. Cage Inserter or Coffee Dripper are our options. Inserter would give us more orb slots, although what we would do with those is unclear. Coffee Dripper would give us more energy, which is definitely welcome. We certainly don't need to rest at rest sites, thanks to Meat on the Bone and Self-Repair. Or we could remove 2 more cards, but we've actually removed almost everything that's good to remove from this deck. I'd consider removing Zap, Sweeping Beam, but honestly, that's about it. So, let's take the Dripper. Let's take the Dripper. So don't even necessarily need that many rest sites. What are we looking for this act? Relics that are useful. Card draw. Is Electro still pulling its weight? It will be against Reptomancer. But that's probably the last time it'll actually do anything. Oops. Oh yeah, there's the third one. Got it. Alright, so I'm thinking something like this. Visit a bunch of elites. We can actually go to this fire if we want to. Seems good. Lots of healing. We get an early shop to spend some of this money at. Seems good to me. This looks a little painful. Spoon! Oh, Spoon Core Surge? I didn't even think about that. The power. Do not trust an overclock here. Deck's too small, even though it does come back with All for One and could do some really powerful things. Maybe if we had a recycle, we could do some kind of like overclock infinite. Don't think that's a thing. And certainly not with an unupgraded overclock. That's just ridiculous. Don't even think about it. Pretty bad turn 1 there. And a pretty bad turn 2. Ouch. Good thing we have so much healing power. Turns like this are why Zap would be worth removing, potentially. Why does it hurt so much? Double next turn. Shouldn't be hard. Happy New Year, Haligonian. There we go. Look at all that heal. Easy peasy. Are we sure we don't want 2 self-repairs in this deck? Honestly, I'm increasingly sure. Begin to fall. Lose all for 1 Echo Form or Seek? Oh no. Well, that's brutal. That is quite something. Yikes. Do we lose a Seek? With a Spoon? I don't think we do. I think I lose the Echo Form. I think that Echo Form is actually the least important one. Out of all of them. That's my suspicion. Okay, I'm seeing some interesting things here. Ink Bottle, Flash of Steel. Food for thought. There's that Recycle. Metamorphosis to go with the all for 1. That's a little fancy. That can do amazing things, or it can be terrible. With Claws, I think it's completely unnecessary. Definitely buying that, though. I'm going to go Flash of Steel. I regret that, because we don't have good block for Heart, but... Let's see. We shall see. Nice. Alright, we don't have an Echo Form, so I just play that regularly now. Of course. Of course. The Villain, thanks for the 2 months of support. Oh, I know, the Play by Comment Reddit thread had a predictable ending in Act 2. Alas. Coulda, shoulda, seen it coming. Oh, here's Beam Cell to make our attacks do just that much more. That's an important multiplier on the Claws, I think. Though could further slow us down, which could be quite nasty. How's it going, Blurst? Claw is law. Today especially. I don't know if we're going to make it, though. We might run into the exact same pitfalls as the previous runs. Which is the endgame gauntlet and the heart. Still, I've got hope. I've got hope. That it will not be so. Those claws in hand. There's the all for 1. Perfect. Bonk. One. Symbiotic Virus gives us a Dark Orb to start with. I was hoping we'd see a go for the eyes, being able to make our late game opponents weak in addition to vulnerable is really important here. But we're still going to need a good way to block. I actually think upgrading these equilibriums might be important, because we're going to need them to be our major block form. But let's recall first. Heck yeah. Alright, good second turn. What do I want for that this turn? Just want to scale the claws, I suppose. That'll do. Little painful, but not too bad. We kill next turn. Hopefully. Pretty sure we do. Yeah, not too bad. Speed potion. There we go. Okay, that's going to be an important part of our late game strategy. And guess what? Echo form has returned to us. Welcome back, Echo form. Okay, with Speed Potion and 5 Dexterity and Echo form back, I think we start to form the basis of how we might be able to survive the late game. We'd like some more cards that scale with Dexterity, and I guess Shuriken is pretty ridiculous too. Oh. I see. We can have second Echo form. If the first one wasn't good enough, we could even add a hologram, which scales with Dexterity. And I could then upgrade that hologram because I recalled. Works for me. Taking the potion belt was also pretty tempting there, but we couldn't afford the entropic brew along with it. How is deep breath in this situation? Pretty underwhelming, I would say. You don't really want All for One to return Deep Breath, because then you play Deep Breath. I guess your All for One goes back in the draw pile. Maybe that is good. I have to think about that more. It's an interesting interaction for sure. Is that good? I have no idea. Alright, seek All for One and Claw. Spikers are kind of spooky. Here, 2 Echo Forms. King Ma, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Yeah, I don't think we've been able to All for One seek one time, but I think that will eventually change. Alright, Reptomancer. Sweeping Beam and Electro are in the deck, mostly for this fight. Let's see how we do. Good start so far. Do I want to get down Electro or Echo form first? I guess I don't have to choose, because I have 2 Seeks. Good stuff. All for one is here. Does Spoon mean the void might not go away? No. Spoon will only apply to cards that are exhausted with the exhaust keyword directly. Cards that are exhausted by other cards or by the ethereal keyword aren't affected. So Echo Form can't be saved, for example. How am I doing this here? Am I doubling Cool-Headed? That seems like the most reasonable play. Let's do that. Actually, yes, that's more correct, Carissa. Cards that exhaust and are played at the same time. Because it also includes things like Havoc and the Blue Candle and such. So you are very much correct. Your phrasing adjustment there. Alright, we can hologram the Cool-Headed again if I want to. Madness first. Okay, let's all for one next. I think we'll find that the damage output of this deck is quite spectacular under the right circumstances. Smell you later, Reptomancer. Captain's Wheel absolutely helps with the heart fight. I do not think that we should take another Claw. I think that is actually a mistake here. We have 4. That's probably the perfect number. More risks us overdrawing with the all-for-one, and risks us not actually drawing our block cards. Instead, I might prefer this upgraded Charge Battery. Although we can't return it to our hand for free, it is a nice block card with our 5 additional dexterity. And we're going to need some help against the heart. Take that battery. You're offered the Warped Tongs? That's cute. You might think that Blue Candle makes the pain not so bad, but Blue Candle's Strange Spoon makes it so that we could keep redrawing the curse. Much rather take the targeted upgrade here to the hologram. Oof. You know what? You can just do 12 damage to me. That sounds fine. Actually, with weakness... Hold on, let's change that. Yeah, that's even better. This enemy can be a real pain in the butt. Because they are very rude. For some unknown reason. What I thought. The card draw. Right, 9 times 3 is a reasonable block goal. Seek the stuff I don't want to draw. Beautiful. One more Cool-Headed. It's going to be an upgraded Cool-Headed, unupgraded Cool-Headed, excuse me. So I don't think so. Could take the White Noise. White Noise Strange Spoon is fun. Creating Madness feels pretty reasonable here. Because of the spoon as well. Let's do that. Seek for Seek. And what? So let's start with Turbo here. Yes, we finally get to have Seek in the discard pile. So that means I'm going to Seek for All for One here. All for One and Hologram. Oh, we got them both. All right, here we go, Twitch chat. This is the power the deck's been holding on to. Teasing us all with. All for One to get back Seek and Seek. The power. Madness the Hologram. Also. And then Seek for more claws. Hologram the All for One. Play the All for One. Get back another copy of Seek. Also the zero cost hologram. Also the Turbo. What else would I like to be free? Let's just cheat that Echo Form in play, hey? We actually don't get the hologram back because there were too many cards in the discard pile. Which can be an issue with All for One decks like this. Gotta keep an eye on that. The horror. How dare we not go infinite to turn one? It's actually not quite an infinite anyway, because of Ink Bottle. GG, you nerds. Alright, now for the Awakened One. We do technically have a few powers. But I do not know if that will be enough to actually stop us at all against this foe. Turbo's in the discard pile. Hold on. Goes there. Wait, what? Play Electro Self-Repair Madness? Yeah. That should work. Although I'm going to draw one. Hold on. No, that won't work. Understood. In that case, I guess I'm just going to play the Madness. Hit the EQ. I'm happy with that. Seek the All for One now. Okay, that's a good turn. Don't need to double Echo Form here. I suppose that I won't. But I will single Echo Form this turn. Very smooth fight overall. Glad we didn't fight Time Eater with this deck. That would have been a little awkward. GG. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread to be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these claws? Will we claw our way to the first win of 2023? Against the Time Eater, what would have been the plan? We would have tried to scale Claw quickly enough to out DPS him, but I think that would have been a case of taking a lot of damage against Time Eater. Alright, we should upgrade one of the block cards. Either the Go for the Eyes to guarantee the weakness, although with the All for One it might not be necessary. Let's just make sure that this is working properly. And what do I want here? Could take a slightly different potion, although I think I'd rather have the Ancient Potion too. Shame we can't afford the Bag of Preparation here. Discovery could be something. Especially with Spoon, it's kind of fun. I don't think Heatsinks is very good. Discovery could be something. I don't trust him. Discovery Elysium. Cute. Yeah, I think ultimately I'm just going to pass here. Oh, don't make me use my stuff here. Be bad. Do this way. This EQ charge battery, that looks pretty good. Get to All for One next turn to get back this stuff. We can at least make the Spire Spear weak. That won't be too bad. Take 2. Yeah, this turn's hurtful, though. Not a whole lot I can do about that. The draw one was the Sender's Bane. That's cruel. Can we kill the shield in time? No. Next turn's gonna hurt. Some damage there, though, at least. I don't like this one bit. At least I get 18 free block here. So that'll help a little bit. Alright, we don't have any Echo Forms in play, so we just play Seek regularly. Okay, but we can do some serious stuff here. Wait, where's All for One? All for One is in the discard pile, but we can get it with Hologram. And it will get Seeks back. Got it. Okay, I think this is fine, actually. We have 7 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We won't get back Flash of Steel, Turbo, or Claw. Tricky. Not getting back Turbo is awkward. It's fine. Okay. Played the single repair one time. I think that was a bit of a mistake, though. Self-repair, rather, not single repair. We can kill next turn. Try to set the ink bottle as high as we can here. Perfect. All right, that'll have to do. Pantograph takes us the rest of the way there. Perfect. We're offered a duplication potion, which we could use to duplicate Echo form. Or we can keep the current potions, which are quite valuable. I think having 2 Echoes will be enough. Take Sweeping Beam for the Mastery? If only I was reliant on... if only I could trust that we were going to win this run. I think I'd like to go with just what we have to give us the highest possible chance of success here. I don't think our odds are sufficient otherwise. Alright, Echo Form turn 1 is pretty good. Blank epilogue page, thanks for 40 moons of support. Alright, so we don't use the Speed Pot, Ancient Pot immediately. We use the Ancient Pot to block Vulnerable. And then we use the Core Surge to block the Speed Pot's debuff. That way we can mitigate the immediate damage and stay alive for a little bit here. Oh boy. Oh man, this is a really good draw. It's a guaranteed madness on hologram. It's pretty tempting. But we have an Echo form here, so if I play Madness first, we're wasting the duplication. So I think we should seek for things and then play Madness. And I'm thinking I should get Steam Barrier. Go for the eyes. All for One and Core Surge. That sounds right. Zero cost equilibrium is also pretty dang good. And it's definitely worth thinking about. This is for 8 block. Just gonna draw cards like crazy here. So I can either use the All for One to try to hit the Madness card, or I can Madness preemptively and maybe hit the All for One. I think I'd rather have the Equilibrium, right? So we just play All for One as it is. Got it. Which means taking some more beat-up death damage here. That's fine. Ooh, self-repair. That's fine, I think. Because we go like this. Self-repair, then hollow, the Equilibrium, Madness that. Make it free. We can actually just keep everything now and not take any damage? That sounds pretty good to me. And we keep the Dexterity because of the artifact from the Core Surge. Did Madness exhaust? Yes, unfortunately it did. Guess we just scale some claws. Sounds good to me. from here, there's a bit of a focus on just killing ASAP. I want that in my hand to be echo formed. Glad the heart is still weak here. Blocking! Alright, where's that? Go for the eyes. Three more turns retaining literally everything. Seems good to me. Let's take more energy next turn. There we go, no problem. Take that tell that stinky heart to go home. It's not welcome today. Get in there, Stone Calendar. GG. GG, everybody. Alright, we've got a W on the board. And that means we get to mark some things as mastered. GG. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Time Vagabond, thank you so much for 3 metric years, 30 months of support. G heckin' G, everybody. 54 points. Ink bottle set up for next run. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now what? Has it been done? The spire sleepeth, and so shall I. GG! Here's that first successful run, so cards that I see we got mastered. Echo Form. Not surprised to see that one done early. Yes. Seek. Yes. Claw. The commons. And Equilibrium. Can I explain how this challenge is inspired by Monster Train? Yes, actually, I can do that in great detail momentarily. We're going to be switching to that game in a second here. And Relics. We got 18 Relics mastered. So the Relics, I think, are going to be a lot easier on average. I couldn't make a 2-of requirement, of course. So we mastered the Cracked Core with a defect. Got our defect win. Ceramic Fish. Someone said it would be the last. It was, in fact, the first common relic to be mastered. Meat on the Bone. Stone Calendar. I have to do these manually for now. We'll have an automated system for this set up in a bit. That'll make this a bit more easy to do. Well, that's all right. The boss relics, we got Astrolabe. Or did I mark the wrong, I did mark Ceramic Fish, not Puzzle. Whoops. There we go. Fixed. Fixed! It's kind of weird watching a whole bunch of people watching me edit a spreadsheet in real time. Self-conscious. I could edit this at 3 times the speed. Shops are at the bottom. Yeah, there they are. Dolly's Mirror. That one was going to be all but a requirement. Blue Candle. Strange Spoon. Cool to get Strange Spoon crossed off the list so early. That's a less likely one. And Face of Cleric, too, on the first run. Ticket, Shuriken, Pantograph. Boot thingy. There we go. Captain Caps, thanks for 44 months of support. Community theater performance of a tax return. That's right. That's right. Now the real truth is that watching at home, editing a spreadsheet, between each of the spreadsheet edits would be an entire episode of Netflix, right? So it would take a really long time. Anywho, I think that's where I'm going to leave off the Spire for today. 3 really, really good runs. And an excellent start. Although we didn't get the winning runs on Silent and Ironclad, we did get some really quality Spire done. And almost crossed off a lot of cool stuff.